If you're playing on console, then you don't have to choose. Xbox controller is the best for Xbox consoles, and DualSense is the best for PS5. But when it comes to gaming with controllers on PC, people always debate which controller is better, Xbox or PS controllers. So today in this video, I'll give you some actual status and tell you how to choose between Xbox and PS controllers on PC. We will compare these two controllers in terms of joystick performance, how do they feel in hand, and their unique features. In the joystick part, we will talk about dead zones, recentering ability, polling rate and overclock potentials, sampling resolution, and joystick tension. Before we start, let me explain some of the terms. The polling rate measures how often a device reports to PC. Polling rate is not equivalent to input lag. The higher the polling rate, the faster the controller responds. In the sampling resolution part, we're gonna measure how many sampling points are there on the x-axis. The higher the sampling resolution, the finer adjustment you can make with the controller joystick. So let's start. We can use Gamepad Tester to see the center and dead zone. As you can see, both controllers can draw small circles in the centering area, so you shouldn't have any trouble to do small adjustment with both controllers. But in general, Xbox is easier to drift than PS controllers. Next, when it comes to polling rate, Xbox has 125 Hz polling rate at default. DualSense and DualShock 4 has a default 250 Hz polling rate, and both DualSense and DualShock 4 can overclock to a steady 1000 Hz polling rate. So in general, PS controllers will feel more responsive than Xbox controllers. Some people may feel Xbox controller is smoother. This is because Xbox has much higher joystick sampling resolution than PS controllers. DualSense and DualShock 4 have 256 sampling points from the very left to the very right on the x-axis, and Xbox has over 1000 sampling points on the x-axis. So you can do much finer adjustment with Xbox controllers. From my personal experience, aiming with PS controllers is like moving a rock. It's steady and accurate. Aiming with Xbox is like controlling a water flow. It's smooth, but it's hard to stop your aimer. Last part of joysticks is the joystick tension. It's no better or worse when it comes to joystick tension. Some people prefer it to be higher and some people want it to be lower. Overall speaking, PS controllers has higher stick tension, and Xbox controllers usually have low stick tension. Joystick performance is very important to FPS games. In general, I think to most people, PS controllers will be easier to use than Xbox controllers, especially after you overclock your PS controller. It will feel much more responsive. So the next part, we're going to talk about how do they feel in hand. Xbox is an offset layout controller and PS controller is symmetrical. Many people have developed their own habits and preference over many years of playing with a certain layout. So it's kind of hard for some people to switch from Xbox to PS controllers or vice versa. Personally, I think Xbox feels better in hand. I feel it's easier to get tired when I play with PS controllers for a long time, and I can easily control bumper and trigger with one hand with Xbox controllers. I don't have to move my fingers ups and downs to press these two buttons like I have to do with PS5 controllers. However, I prefer PS5's front buttons. It's not that loud when you press the buttons down, so I wouldn't wake my wife up when I play with the PS5 controllers in the bedroom. Xbox controller makes much more noise than PS5 controller. And when it comes to unique features, Xbox has only one, which is trigger vibration. DualSense, which is PS5 controller, has much more features like haptic feedback, adaptive trigger, built-in microphone and speaker, motion sensor, and so on. The vibration of PS5 controller is in another world. However, most of PS5's unique features are not supported on PC. Xbox, on the other hand, even though it only has one unique feature, but trigger vibration is much more well adapted on PC. In general, if you're playing on PC, I think PS controllers are better at FPS and competitive games. Xbox controllers are better at AAA games and racing games. Okay, this is today's video. Please let me know what's your opinion in the comment section down below. There will be more controller reviews in the near future. I will introduce you some of the best controllers you never heard of. See you next time.